Hello everyone, this is Alexander Horat with Gold and Silver Pros, and today I'm going to be talking about something that we need to start hoarding, and that is the nickel. So we already saw the discontinuation of the penny, and in fact, I went to my local Wells Fargo branch, and they said I would only be allowed to take up to $1 worth of pennies because the copper penny was worth way more in value at melt than a regular penny, so you had to sort all pre-1982 from the newer pennies to get the copper ones, and those were worth a lot more in melt value. But one thing people don't realize is the nickel, all nickels, Jefferson nickels ever made, are made out of 75% copper, 25% nickel, and you don't need to sort through them. They're all made from that metal, except for war nickels, which have a large mint mark in the back to distinguish them, that have 35% silver, and they're worth about $5 in melt value for each one. So I've been recently getting nickels from my banks, and I got about 200 nickels after searching them. I found six war nickels, so that's about $30 profit right there. Plus, every nickel is actually worth 7 cents. So that's something important to know. So the actual melt value of the nickel right here is over 7 cents per nickel. So you're making 2 cents per nickel through that. And once they discontinue it, that's going to cause a lot of people to have nickels as value once they get rid of the nickel, because it's kind of like when they got rid of 1964 silver, that really increased the price, and then people start hoarding that, and that's the same thing that's going to happen in the nickel pretty soon when they get rid of it, which they are most likely going to, because it costs almost 14 cents, and this is old information. I think it's even more than this, but according to this information from like 2025, it's around 14 cents to produce one nickel. So they're losing a lot of money making the nickel. They're going to get rid of it. It's going to go the way of the penny. And if we look at price for copper, $5.78 per pound, and price of nickel, $8.41 per pound. That's just going to go up and up. I think nickel and copper are going to be an investment metal for sure, a strategic metal. And actually, that's the whole reason why they made the war nickels, was because the nickel was actually more important than the silver in the war. They had it, and also the copper in the nickel as well. So they wanted to get rid of those metals and put silver instead, so they could help towards the war effort for those being minted. So I really think there's a strong demand. I think really you should go to your bank. You can get $100 worth of nickels, or you can just get what they have on hand. Some banks are more weird about the others. Like I went to one Wells Fargo bank, and they would only give me $10 worth of nickels. But then at another Wells Fargo bank where they knew me a little bit better, they gave me $100 worth of nickels and more nickels that they had on hand too. So just you can just go to many banks if you can and start getting nickels, because they're going the wayside, and they're going to be very important in investing in the future, I believe, because of their melt value. So I just wanted to share all this information with you. If you found it interesting, please share it with your friends and family. And I'd just like to thank you all for watching the video. Please subscribe and like and comment. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.